Hello everyone, good evening. This is K.Sangeetha, Assistant Professor, ECE Department, SNS College of Engineering. So in this video, we are going to discuss about moral dilemmas. So moral dilemma is a situation in which a person faces conflicting ethical choices and each possible action may violate a different moral principle. So in these situations, individual must make decisions that may involve difficult trade-offs, often with no clear right or wrong choices. So moral dilemmas are common in both personal and professional contexts and require individuals to consider values, consequences, and ethical principles carefully. So the crucial features of a moral dilemma is that all the moral principles cannot be fully respected in a given situation. Resolving on moral principle can create two or more conflicting applications for a particular situations. So there are some reasons for the causes of moral dilemmas. The first one is moral dilemmas are situations mostly due to the reasons of problem in vagueness, problem of conflicting, problem of disagreement. So moral dilemmas often arise from complex situations where ethical principles or decisions conflict. The first one is problem of vagueness. A moral dilemma can emerge when the ethical rules or guidelines and questions are unclear or vague. This lack of clarity makes it difficult to determine the right course of action because the boundaries of what is considered right or wrong are not well defined. For example, a policy that promotes fairness but does not specify how to handle cases of unequal opportunities can leave individuals uncertain about how to act when confronted with the specific situations. So here, the vagueness of moral principles forces the individual to interpret them subjectively, leading to confusion and uncertainty about what is ethically right in certain circumstances. And the next one is problem of conflicting reasons. A moral dilemma, this is the situation where two or more moral problems conflicting with each other, each of which seems to be correct. This situation is another moral dilemma. So in such cases, individuals must choose between competing moral values, and the decision often involves compromising one principle in favor of another. For example, a healthcare worker may face a situation where they must decide between prioritizing patient confidentiality and preventing harm to others. For instance, if a patient reveals a plan to harm others, the worker may have to choose between breaching confidentiality or not taking action. So here the cause of dilemma is the conflict between different ethical principles such as honesty versus loyalty or duty versus compassion. It creates a moral challenge as each option involves sacrificing a valued principle. The next one is problem of disagreement. So moral dilemmas often arise from differing opinions or cultural values. It is quite obvious that individuals and groups may have different views, suggestions, interpretation, and solutions on a moral problem. In particular situations, this agreement among individuals and groups on the interpreting moral issues will create a situations of another moral dilemma. So what one person or group sees as ethically right may be viewed differently by others, especially across diverse societies, professionals, or individual beliefs. These agreements can create tension and confusion in determining the correct moral course of action. For example, different cultures or professions may have contrasting views on practical like whistleblowing, where one group values transparency and accountability while another may prioritize loyalty and discretion. So here the disagreement between individuals or groups about what is morally acceptable leads to the difficult situation as no clear consensus exists on how to resolve the issue. So, these causes lead to moral dilemmas. Vagueness complicates the decision making by not offering clear guidance, and conflicting principles. It creates an internal tension when individuals must choose between ethical values that are both important, and disagreement introduces ethical external conflict when different stakeholders hold opposing views on what is ethical, making the decision more complex and potentially more conscientious. So, in all these cases, individual must engage in careful reflection, consider various perspectives, and weigh the consequences of their decisions to navigate these dilemmas effectively. Thank you. Hope this video will give a explanation about the moral dilemma. Thank you.